My name is Sinn, and I am a sports journalist at the Gazette newspaper in Fort Wayne. A sports journalist is someone who they go to games, sports games, baseball, football, basketball, whatever your favorite sport is. They go to the game and they write about what happens for the newspaper that people read the next day. So you might know the newspaper that comes to your front door every day, and you open it up and read the story of the game that happened the night before. And that is my job. I'm the one that writes those stories. So we work for the Gazette in Fort Wayne, and I've kind of always wanted to be a sports journalist. From the time I was 10 years old, I kind of realized that I wasn't going to be a professional athlete. So this was kind of the next best thing. I always enjoyed writing. And so from the time I was younger, this was kind of always what I wanted to do. I grew up reading newspapers. And so when I went to college, I went to Indiana University, which has a great school where you learn all about journalism, sports journalism, how it works, what the process is of writing a story, and you learn how to write stories well and tell stories well that people want to read. So I went to Indiana University, and I really enjoyed that, going there and covering the Hoosiers, the basketball team, the football team, even the baseball, softball teams. It was a great learning experience for me to kind of get to where I am today. But before I came to Fort Wayne, I also went to graduate school at the University of Maryland, and I learned a little bit more about journalism there, and so I do have 2 degrees in journalism, which is a little bit different than what most people do, but that was the career path that I took. And so about a month before I left Maryland, I was searching for jobs online, and I found an ad for the Gazette here in Fort Wayne, and so they wanted me to cover Indiana basketball, Notre Dame football, and the Tin Caps here in Fort Wayne. So I applied and I got the job, and I've been here. This is the only job in journalism I have ever had. It's kind of been a straightforward career path for me, but out of college I came to Fort Wayne, and I've lived here for the last 3 years, and I really love Fort Wayne, and I love what I do in sports journalism. On a day-to-day basis, a sports journalist is telling stories. That is the main, that is our job every single day. We tell stories of what happens at the games, and we tell stories of what happens between the games, what the players are doing, how they're trying to get better, how they interact with each other, and even what they do sometimes in their personal lives, and what motivates them to be good on the court or on the field. And that's the most important part of being a journalist, is telling stories and making sure that the people who are watching the games on TV or even in person have a chance to kind of know a little bit about the players and what motivates them and how the team kind of fits together. And that's the most important part of being a journalist, is telling those stories in a way that people want to know about. And so my day-to-day, I go to a game and in Bloomington or in South Bend or in West Lafayette, because I cover Purdue as well, and I watch the game from there, and then I write about what happened after talking to the players and getting their thoughts and feelings on how they did. And so it's a very exciting job. I travel a lot, I drive a lot, I'm on the road a lot, but it is a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. And at this point in my career, I can't imagine doing anything else. So I would recommend, if you want to get into journalism, if this is something that you feel like you want to do, the key piece as you get older is to just write as much as possible, kind of hone your craft as much as you can. When you get into high school, join the high school newspaper. When you go to college, join the college newspaper. Just write as many stories as you can, because the only way to get better at it is to do it, and do it as much as you can. Watch some games on TV and think about what are the most important things that you would like people to know about that game if you were telling them about it later on. And just practice those things and learn how to do it, and practice, because that is the most important part of being a writer, is just doing it as often as you can. And so if you want to know more about how to be a journalist or a sports journalist, or what you have to do to get there, I would recommend reading your newspaper every day, going and finding stories online that people have told, because it's not just in newspapers anymore. A lot of great journalism is online on places like The Ringer or ESPN.com or places like that. and read those stories and see what makes a good story. And see how professional writers tell those stories so that they're compelling to an audience. And if you read and write a lot, you'll end up being a successful sports journalist in the future. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Journal Gazette, and we will be happy to answer them for you.